Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a fall bake with me, but we're making actually 3 different desserts. Most of these can be made as a single serve, which is precisely why we're gonna make them all. As always, I will link all the recipes down below. Some of them are already portioned for single serve, some aren't. I'll try to type them up if I have to. I hope you enjoy, but let's get into baking. So all of these desserts I forgot to mention are all apple based. The first one we're going to start with is an apple crisp for 1, and the recipe is based on this in what's linked. So to start out, you're going to cut up an apple and peel it and dice it. So once your apple's cut up, I went ahead and preheated the oven to 375, and then we're going to add in a few ingredients. Brown sugar, quick oats, cinnamon, lemon juice, and a little bit of flour. So once your apple mixture is completely combined, we're going to go ahead and add it to like a ramekin that you can put in the oven. I will say, as I started to fill it, it got really full, and I thought, oh no, this really should have made 2, and I ended up splitting it between 2 ramekins. Don't do that. Then from here, we're going to make our crumbly crisp topping. Pretty much the same ingredients. You're going to use brown sugar, quick oats, flour, and cinnamon. Once your dry ingredients are combined, you're going to actually add some melted butter to this and then mix it up to make it more crumbly. After you've added your crumble mix to the top, we're going to bake them in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. Now the recipe does give instructions to do it in the microwave as well, but they do mention that it's not as crispy if you do it in the microwave. Next up is the apple pie bites, and these are pretty easy to make. Once again, you need to preheat the oven to 375. These ones are going to be apple pie bites. They're really easy. I did find where it's just a 4 count of the crescent rolls, which we're going to need Instead of cut an apple into 8 slices, we're only gonna do 4. So I'm gonna just do like half this apple, and then the other half we're gonna actually use for something else. So we're gonna make them on this, but I'm gonna add them to the oven here in a second. Alright, so we're just going to combine some brown sugar and some apple pie spice. So once your mixture is combined, we're going to go ahead and add our apples to a bowl and put some melted butter on them, just so they can kind of soak this in as we prep our base. And then we're going to go ahead and open up our crescent rolls and get those laid out. Really easy. You're just going to take the brown sugar mix and put it on each slice. And the recipe did call to add pecans, like crushed pecans to it. I don't like nuts, so I omitted that, but you could of course add that. I do want to say I'm sorry. I know this wasn't exactly in frame like I was hoping, but basically you're going to put the apples on the wide end of your triangle and roll them up and kind of tuck the ends in as best you can. And then with any of the leftover melted butter you have, you're going to brush the tops of each of the rolled up apple slices and then sprinkle a little bit more apple pie spice to the top. And the last step, you're going to throw them in the oven and bake them for 10 to 15 minutes. The next dessert is actually super easy. It's just an apple and fruit dip. Honestly, this is like a 0 effort dessert you can make for anyone, but you just need some cream cheese, like a block. You don't even have to do anything with it, just soften it up a little. You're going to slice apples for dipping, and then you need some caramel sauce and Heath toffee bites. Here's the 3 fall desserts. As always, I forget the apples baked down, so I probably should have put it all in one instead of 2, but nevertheless, here it is. And then we have our apple pie bites, which are best warm, and then of course this dip with apples, which I think will be very good. That was the fall bake with me fall desserts. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and the recipes will be linked down below, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.